Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Oh, we're going to ask an important question today, a question that the psalmist asked centuries ago, but it's still relevant today, and we're going to give it an answer. So if you have your Bible, I want you to turn over there with me to Psalm 14, and today we're just going to look at verse 4, just verse 4 today. So we've seen the statement there of the fool, there is no God. And then we sort of expanded that out to all of them. So everybody, there is none. There's not one. No, not one. Yeah. So we understand that, right? I mean, we understand that sin is the problem, corruption is in our nature, and we've added to it our own particular sins. So we've got an issue. So all the workers of iniquity, we come here to verse 4 after this description of the nature of mankind. And we have here in verse 4 this statement. Let me read verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord. Okay, so have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Well, what knowledge should they have, David? What knowledge are you looking for? So the question here is about knowledge. Well, we go up to verse 1 again. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. And then we have the behavior outlined for us. They're corrupt. They do wicked deeds. There's not one that's good. The Lord has looked down. There's no one who has sought after God. They're all turned aside. They're all gone after their own way. And then he repeats it again. There's not one who does good. So what knowledge should they have? Well, they should have knowledge of the Most High. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Psalm 2. You know, why do the heathen rage? You know, and the kings and the peoples declare a vain thing. Why is that? Don't they know? Don't they know that God's on his throne? Don't they know that he's the creator of all things? Don't they know that he is the is? He is the being. And from his being, all life has being. He is the life giver. He gives life to men. Look at John chapter 1. What John says about Jesus there. You know? And what Jesus says of himself. He says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So the question then is, have they no knowledge? Well, they have the knowledge, I think. They refuse to accept the knowledge. They refuse to say, yes, there is a God. And so it's not that they don't have knowledge, it's that they refuse the knowledge. The knowledge is available. The knowledge is available for every one of us. The knowledge is available for the fools who are currently extant in the world. It's there. They just refuse to have it. So they don't have it. It's not because it's not there, but it's because they refuse it. And then you notice the result of that, not having knowledge, is they eat up my people as they eat bread. So it's just as casual. Yeah, you're just going to have a sandwich. So you go up to your kitchen or down to your kitchen and you make a sandwich on the counter, 2 pieces of bread, pull it off the loaf, put some meat, some cheese, whatever you're going to have on it, a little dressing, and, that's it. Just a sandwich. Just going to eat some bread. It's just that casual, the way the wicked treat the righteous. Just eat them up. This is no big deal. And then it says, and they call not upon the Lord. Well, the question I have, I've written it in my notes actually, is, well, why would we expect this? Why would we expect them to call upon the Lord? They say there is no God. Therefore, they're not going to call upon him, right? They have nothing to do with him. They don't acknowledge him. They don't worship him. They don't glorify him as God. And so why in the world will they call upon him? Why wouldn't they treat the people of God this way? Just casually destroying them, eating them up, Why would they have knowledge? They've ignored it. They've put it aside. So all of this flows out of that. Their behavior towards the people of God flows out of the fact that they've ignored that knowledge. The way that they call not upon the Lord flows out of the fact that they don't believe there is a God. It all follows naturally. Yeah. And then so tomorrow we're going to look at verses 5 and 6. So come back tomorrow. We're going to continue this discussion of the wicked. And tomorrow we're going to look at their fear. So I hope to see you then here on Daily Dose Radio.